Whatever. I don't care anymore.
Shut up, dude. Shut the f*** up.
Okay, damn.
Dude, I can't wait to duel you.
Dude, I'm actually going to fuck you up, dude. Yeah, those are for the duel.
Duel of the Fates.
Yeah.
So what you guys are doing for who's the head of the company?
Who's the alpha of
Who's
the
the alpha of the
podcast?
podcast?
And you don't
The
have a
B-boys
horse to
specifically.
race. You don't care.
I'm the real alpha of the podcast. So they're
Now I got to duel you.
Yeah.
Who do you
I'm
want
sorry,
to win the
you
duel?
take another thing.
Huh?
You take another thing. You're taking another company.
What is the first thing I took? What are you implying here?
Palestine, dude.
I personally didn't take
Yes, you personally.
It was already took by the time I showed up.
Tooken.
Originally, you called it Yari Land. You were like, "This is all Yari Land."
You know, it was a proposal. We went out.
It was on the bargaining table.
We're still getting the permits approved by
Yeah.
the Jews in higher places.
Yeah, the Jews listen to you. You're the head guy.
Depends. It's a hierarchy, just like everything else.
We're waiting on the Jewish vote for
Yeah.
for Yari land.
Wouldn't it be so funny if you look in the news and randomly like Yari was the Israeli prime minister, like a huge write-in ballot campaign?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
Yari
cool.
from the P-Boys.
Yeah.
All right, we're back.
On Netanyahu.
We're back on an episode of the P-Boys. Huge app this week. We're talking about all the big things that people want us to talk about.
People were like, "Please talk about
they
Israel."
were going to keep asking us to talk about Israel and Palestine, so we're going to talk about it.
Netanyahu on the.
We're going to talk
This
about.
is where you want to learn about those type of topics.
We're going to talk about everything.
The Beebs.
What did I had some topics prepared.
Palestinian.
I'm a
fan-
believer. That means I'm
The new
pro-Israel.
Nosferatu movie. Did you guys see it?
The Palestinian
Maybe some of
fanboys
us
are
did.
called the Peebs.
Canada. Are we going to buy it? Who knows?
And do you know what the Jewish fanboys are called?
What?
Boys, I don't know.
The Heebs.
The Heebs. Yeah, the Peebs and the Heebs.
All right. Yari's back. Malachi.
you
Special
missed-
guest. Johnny Mocny.
Hey, what up?
Yeah,
There you
woo.
go.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Let me pretend to be Lemon Sack.
Yeah, it's Lemon Sack's birthday,
Is
so
Lemon
he's not
Sack your
here.
Stern? He like does the.
He's our Jamie.
He's her
Oh,
oh, he's your
Beetlejuice.
Jamie.
He's
oh
our Jamie.
no.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, that's
Beetlejuice.
No, we discussed it. You would be John Lennon.
Oh,
you
yeah,
would be
that's
George
right.
Harrison.
I forgot.
He would be Ringo.
Ringo.
I would be Paul.
Yeah.
He said you would be Mac. You would be Frank.
Yeah, you'd be Frank.
I would be Dennis.
He's D.
No, Gabe would be D. Gabe Jervis would
Oh,
be D.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he would be Charlie. Lemon Sack would be Charlie.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. That's not bad.
Yes.
Dude, that fits. You would be Frank.
Yeah, I don't like it though.
What do you mean? You would. Who else would you be?
You are the Frank. Or
You are definitely
Matt,
the
you're the
Frank.
oldest guy here, right? Is that
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why you're the
he's
Frank.
87. Can you believe that?
I
He's
was going to say
87
because
years old.
I
Yeah.
met you guys within the past year.
Yeah.
And I've known of you for a while.
For a little while. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's known of you.
yeah.
Word's
I don't know
getting
if we've
around.
met a lot, but yeah.
Well, you've been in the Lansing scene, right? I don't
Yeah, which is thriving.
Yeah.
It's just,
sure it is. I just don't think I've ever made it up to Lansing for a mic.
oh yeah.
And live to tell the tale. That's for sure.
That's right.
Has anyone?
Yeah.
Driving out of town for mics are like that was cool when I was like in college and I was starting, but it's like now it's like the driving an hour and a half home after bombing for nobody is like
Right.
Yeah.
I could have done this 15-minute drive.
yeah. I got
Yeah.
you. Will in Detroit, you have so many nearby places that you can bomb at.
Right. Plenty
on a
of
weeknight.
people around here that don't want to hear anything you have to say.
Right.
Yeah,
You know, you don't have to go that far.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. People have been telling me for years to go up to, what is it, Max and
Max?
Crunchies or.
I want to
Yeah.
go to Max for sure, but they never put me on the list.
Oh yeah. Well, if you ever do Max,
You got to blow some guys and then
You got to blow a couple guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, go blow Pat Sievert and Rob Jenkins.
Yeah.
They might let you on. They'll shortlist you.
Okay. Yeah.
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 Well, he's done.
Hey, talk about a short list. Am I right?
Zing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's a bit of the jokester of the podcast.
Yeah.
We kind of like to take things a little bit more seriously.
Yes.
I'm sort of the wild card.
right.
He's more of the wise, grizzled veteran.
right.
Lemon Sack is. He's a lot like that. He's a lot like that little Jacob Walker guy I was telling you about.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
He's
All right.
disabled.
Jacob Walker's disabled.
Yes.
Hey, justice for Jacob Walker. Who
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
found out about.
Lemon Sack
10
is
minutes
the
ago.
Make-A-Wish member.
He literally is. He won a contest to be on the podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He wasn't a host.
You
and
had a
then-
contest for a permanent co-host on the podcast.
Yeah, he won the contest.
See, here's the thing.
crazy.
Here's the thing. He is saying I'm not the alpha of the podcast yet. He
You're not
begged
the alpha
me.
of the
He
podcast,
begged me to
dude.
get on the podcast.
I didn't
when
beg
first
you,
did.
dude.
You
I
said,
remember when I first
"Please,
met you,
please,
you were
please,
begging me to be on the
please,
podcast.
Please let me be on the
I
podcast.
remember at Canton Brewworks,
No,
I was
said-
setting up my
I said,
camera, and you were
said-
like, "Oh, I really want to be on your podcast."
No, I said, "Oh, are you doing a podcast?" And you were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And you were like, "If you want to come on, you can." And I was like, "Oh, sure." And then I fucking forgot about it. And then you were like, "Please, Malachi, please."
No,
do a
no,
podcast.
no.
You're
You
so
were begging
funny."
me, and
It's
I
what
said,
happened.
"Dude, can you please leave me alone while I finish setting up my?"
No.
I remember
Don't
I
point
said
that fucking gun at
I
me.
remember I said that. I
didn't
said, "Can
fucking
you
say
please?"
that.
Were you a one-man pod then before him?
No,
Why'd you take
I've
the
had a
gun
ton
from
of
me?
other co-hosts. There's been so
rotate
many
up.
co-hosts to this podcast.
What happened to them?
Dude, okay, that
Dude, who
really
even knows?
didn't happen.
What?
You saying, "Can you please leave me alone while I set up my?"
No,
microphone?"
it did. I said
did not
I did.
happen.
I said, "Can I talk to you after I'm done setting up
You
my
never
shit?"
said that, and then you walked over to me and you begged for me to
did
fucking.
beg.
You begged me.
Yeah, I begged, dude.
So he's saying I'm not the alpha, yet he begged me.
Dude, I can bench 215.
yeah, I can bench 216. It's that easy.
You can't.
I can bench 217.
You have the half-pound weights
Yeah.
you put on both
Yeah,
sides.
I doing like the SpongeBob stuffed animals thing.
Yeah. Just the cartoonishly wiggly arms.
Were you? Did you watch SpongeBob when you were younger?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I was born in '99, so
Okay.
I
Okay.
came up during like the prime time.
All right.
of
All right.
SpongeBob.
Shit, I'm fucking old.
When were you born?
88.
Damn. 18.
18, that's right.
Wait. SpongeBob, this is a good transition to get into the Nosferatu
Yeah.
movie.
You really want to talk about that game?
I do want to talk about that gay movie. Did you see it?
I did see it.
Are you wearing your Nosferatu shirt?
No, I have a Nosferatu tattoo.
You're just getting hot thinking about Nosferatu.
Yeah, I'm just like seductive minx. That beautiful rat, Nosferatu. I have the tattoo.
You actually have a tattoo of
Yeah, it's a Nosferatu tattoo on my arm. And
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I
that's
was
actually cool.
Wow.
I was day drunk, and I've told this story 100 times, but I was day drunk in New
Not on the
Orleans
P-Boys.
during Mardi Gras, and a goth girl named Katie said it would look cool, so I got it.
Nice.
And it's on my body forever now.
That's
So-
awesome.
Yeah, that's,
And I'm indifferent about Nosferatu.
Please
Really?
Sleep
Did
with
you see it?
afterwards, or
Look, it doesn't
Can't
matter.
say.
so no?
Doesn't matter what happened.
Did you see the new Nosferatu?
I did.
Okay, did you
Did
like
you
it?
think of her?
The whole time, dude. It's like,
never over.
I was calling her like, "Hey, you never believe what I was doing. What I'm doing right now."
Did you actually?
She's like, "I'm with my boyfriend." Don't
Oh,
do this."
shit.
No, I thought the new one was good. I thought it was
Okay.
weird they gave him a mustache, but like,
Yeah, it was weird.
did you
They
have
should-
thoughts on it?
No, not really. I'd been trying a new bit where I say that I saw the new Nosferatu movie because I thought it was about the first Jewish vampire. Yeah. Nosferatu. Yeah.
Nosferatu
As if
is
Arabs don't have equally large.
Yeah, no, but then I say I'm the fucking Nosferatu.
Yeah, you got a bigger.
Like if I was a vampire, I'm the
fucking
Nosferatu.
Semite.
I think the design, like the 1922 Nosferatu design, is an anti-Semitic
Didn't even know how to
like
load it.
caricature.
I think so. I was looking it up because I wanted to see if anyone's made that joke before.
Yeah.
But then I came across like some article about like was Nosferatu like Jewish propaganda or something like
Yeah.
that. And then I was like, oh, that's
Like it was a German movie in the 20s.
But
And
is it-
he brings a disease over, there's
good
like
point. But also, I mean, it's basically the story of Dracula.
it's Dracula. Yeah. Yeah, it's non-copyrighted
Yeah.
Dracula. But that was the kind of big difference is like you watch a Dracula movie, he's always like sexy, you
Yeah.
know? He's like Christopher Lee or
More like
Yeah.
Dragula. Like a transgender
I thought you were-
Dracula.
Oh, okay, wait. I
Dracula.
thought you meant drag like boring because you did a fake yawn.
Yeah, like what a drag. Yeah, I did.
But then also trans.
But also
Yeah.
transgender.
This is
That
this
was
is
a real
the
hat
number
on
one
a hat of
anti-trans
it.
podcast in the
Layers
Michigan
to that.
comedy scene.
Yeah. No, you're beginning to understand why the P-Boys is the biggest Michigan comedy podcast.
Yeah.
which
No, I understand.
solely because of
Fucking
me.
massive.
I'm
We all
humbled
know
in
that.
your presence.
Yeah.
I really am. Yeah.
You should be. It's
we nomads
show
over
it.
it.
Yeah, dude, why haven't you bowed down to us yet? That's
Yeah,
part
dude,
of what the
basically.
guests are supposed
should've
to do.
kissed
We
the
own
ring.
podcasting in the Michigan comedy scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should be your whole thing should be that you bring people on and then just big dick them about
And we
how
just
more
tell them about
successful
how
you
much
are,
bigger our podcast is.
and then make them leave.
That's an interesting pivot. Maybe
Yeah.
that's,
Well, dude, here's the thing.
some more viewership.
People ask me if they can start a podcast. That's how big we are.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, hey, can I start a Michigan comedy podcast? No. Bye, Gabe. You know, like,
Dude, Gabe's trying to start it.
They got to go through you.
yeah, they got to go through me.
How do you try to start a podcast?
He
You
got
just do it.
podcasting equipment, and I saw him on Monday at New Way, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go home and I might try and like start a podcast." And I was like,
Did he get the podcasting equipment after Christmas?
he got it for Christmas.
Depends on
Yeah,
how
I was going
tonight
to say,
goes.
like, was that on his
If I don't get late tonight, I'm going to go home and start a podcast.
I was like, dude, you had the opportunity to be the co-host of the #1 Michigan comedy podcast.
Yeah.
You turned
Yeah.
it down so you get trashed in your parents' basement and do a podcast by yourself.
Yeah.
He's a fucking idiot.
I started when I was in college. I started the We Are Movies podcast, and it's all like people bring on their favorite movie, and we talk about it basically. And I for a long time, almost what I do today is I still I always try to look at what they like about it, even if I don't like it that much. And then at some point, I was like, this would be so much more popular if I just brought them on to tell them why their favorite movie sucks.
That would be a good idea. You should start doing that.
It'd be so much funnier.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what my favorite movie is?
No, what is it?
Well, how would he know what your favorite
I just
movie
wanted
is?
to know if you
Do
knew.
you want me to guess?
No, I just wanted to know
Jane
if you
Silent
knew.
Bob Strike Back.
I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know if
It's
you knew.
Nosferatu.
I just wanted to know.
Nosferatu. Yeah.
I just wanted to know if you knew.
I don't know.
All right.
Is it a
okay,
well-known
fine.
fact?
Okay,
Favorite
fine.
movie.
Yeah, what's yours? I feel like it's.
Yours is probably like Train Spotting or some gay shit like that.
Yours is you.
I like
I take you as like a dorm room wall poster,
Very gay.
like Train Spotting, Fight Club, Pulp Fiction.
I hate Fight Club.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction's overrated.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have talked about that before.
Eternal Sunshine. You one of those guys?
I mean, it's all right.
All right.
What is your
I'll tell
But yeah.
women it's my favorite movie. Though.
Sure. Yeah.
I love Eternal Sunshine.
There's the favorite movie that you tell girls.
Yeah. My
Notebook.
my favorite boy movie is SpongeBob the movie, dude.
Really? That was a good movie, dude. I've probably seen that movie like 300 times in my life.
That's how I was introduced to
Yeah.
the Hoff, dude. I didn't
way
know.
better
Yeah.
than Pulp Fiction.
What's your favorite movie? I feel like you got an interesting
Scarlett
French
Johansson's
one.
in
Have
it.
a French one?
Yeah, I feel like it's either like a French movie or Avengers Endgame.
Leon the Professional.
You're not even close.
It's probably an Israeli-
I don't have a favorite.
Yeah, is it
Is
you don't
it
mess with the
Munich?
Zohan?
By Steven
You
Spielberg.
guys are not even close.
Is it you don't mess with the Zohan?
That was an entertaining.
That was really
movie,
good.
and that
Yeah.
it really captures
Yeah.
the oddity of quirky Israeli personality. I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to see where he's coming
What's-
from.
what's
When
your favorite
when the
movie?
People used to be a movie podcast, that was like one of our top episodes, the Don't Mess with Zohan episode.
That was an
Wow.
episode.
Yeah.
How was it?
Is it like a comedy?
It's an Adam Sandler movie. You
Yeah.
know?
That's Adam Sandler. And then
I've
John
never seen it.
Turturro
Adam
plays the
Sandler, yeah.
Palestinian.
Right. Adam Sandler
Guy.
is this like Israeli guy who's like a secret.
He's a superhero.
He's basically like the best agent like ever.
yeah.
I always
And
like
he
to imagine
solves, like,
when
the
someone says
Israel-Palestine.
Israeli, they're like, Israeli, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're not okay. What's your favorite movie?
The Thing, the John Carpenter movie, I think. Is my
Oh,
favorite.
okay.
You guys
Okay.
seen that? Or is that
Choice.
Jeffrey, what about you?
What about
everybody
me?
hates the
I don't know.
Never seen it.
I don't have a favorite movie. I have a bunch of favorite
I
movies.
watched
Stole my answer.
Rushmore a while ago by Wes Anderson, and it's really
yeah.
been growing on me. I love Rushmore.
I
All right.
I
Seen
hosted.
any of these?
You're a West guy. That's
I guess I wouldn't say I would say I'm a bigger Tarantino fan than
okay. But Pulp Fiction's overrated.
oh yeah.
What's your
100%.
Tarantino movie then? What do you think?
Django.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Django's the best Tarantino?
Yes. It's awesome.
I think
I think
It's
Inglourious
so
Bastards
cool.
is the best.
Inglorious Bastards is really good.
one's
But
sick.
dude,
Yeah.
Django is like engaging the whole way through.
yeah.
Inglorious Bastards is really good.
Yeah, but you don't like
You
languages.
also quote along to Django every time you watch
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah.
you like look over your shoulder every
yeah, my
10
favorite
seconds.
part's when he's hung up from his feet, and I'm like, yes, and then he escapes him. No,
And I say every single line.
Yeah.
I'm
with the
Malachi.
movie.
I'm Gabe Jervis.
Gabe Jervis, famous N-word sayer.
Yeah,
I think Jackie Brown's his best movie. That's
Jackie
that's
Brown's
my hot
good.
take.
Yeah,
I think
Jackie
that
Brown's
one's-
good.
Because like most of his movies, all the characters are like cool, but that's one where they're all like kind of old and insecure. And
Yeah.
I like that.
I think that's
you know?
that's probably like his realest movie.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, the guy who wrote Jackie Brown, Elmore Leonard, is like from here.
My old roommate Austin went to high school with Elmore Leonard's like granddaughter.
Oh no way!
You know who wrote Taxi Driver is from fucking Grand Rapids?
Paul
Paul
Schrader.
Schrader. Yeah.
That's insane. to me.
Legend. Yeah.
I had no idea until like I was shitting on Grand Rapids because that's the only thing you can
Somebody
do.
was like, "How
No,
dare
Grand
you,
Rapids
Paul
is pretty cool
Schrader?"
I know.
city.
I was like, who fucking came from Grand Rapids? And they were like, the writer of Taxi Driver. I'm like, fuck you. He probably lived in New York. And then I looked it up, and they were right.
He does live in New York. Yeah, to this day.
Well,
Yeah,
now
friend
he
of
does.
the show
Eat your humble
because he
pie.
was on the Adam Friedland show.
Yeah. He was on the Adam Friedland
Yeah.
show talk show. Yeah. My other roommate, old roommate in college, Devin, he was like, we met in film, like I was a film minor, and he's like obsessed with Taxi Driver and Scorsese.
Yeah, that's kinda gay.
And he's also from Grand Rapids. So like Paul Schrader is like, that's a huge deal to him. Cause he wrote like a couple of, like he wrote like Raging Bull and stuff too.
Yeah.
The director.
he did all the work for Scorsese.
Yeah. He did all the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
What if it was Raging Boldner, like a Raging
Yeah, that
Boner?
would be
and
a
he
good
just-
one.
he
Raging
just-
Boner.
What about Raping Boner?
That would be your.
That's
favorite movie.
rape isn't funny.
Yes.
Anyway,
Hey,
anyone
how
who's
dare you, dude?
anyone who's ever
Cross the
been
line, bro.
Yeah.
on anyone who's ever been on the P Boys the Adam Friedland show / Cumtown is technically a friend of the pod to the P Boys.
Did you
That's how
get
connected
destroyed
we
in
are.
by the subreddit?
Yes. I wouldn't say destroyed.
It's you and Mike Logan, dude.
but
Guys are,
I got roasted a lot. For
Yeah.
sure.
oh yeah, they're ruthless.
They called him the That's Dope twin.
Yeah, they called me the That's Dope
That's
Twink.
Dope
They
Twink.
told me to get off their screen and suck them off.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and now
Yeah.
he's claiming to be the alpha of the pod.
Oh,
specifically
they took
him.
it easy on you,
Dope
man.
twink.
Yeah, because I'm the alpha of the podcast.
There was
I think that's
Do you know about the
Look,
whole
if you
thing?
need to compensate for something, then that's fine.
Dude, I don't need to compensate for anything. I'm tired of you
Real
taking my
alphas don't declare themselves alpha.
because Joseph
Which is what I-
challenged
true
my
alphas
power.
rise up.
He's
upon.
challenged my power.
Did you hear about the whole thing that happened when Nick was at Ridley's? Like,
Yeah, I heard.
yeah, and every
Nick.
Nick Mullen. And,
happened?
Long story short, Mike Logan was the host for
Oh
the
yeah, I
first
did.
day.
Someone told me about this
And
the
he
other
was,
day.
yeah, and then he kind of shit on Nick on his Instagram and stuff. And then the whole Cumtown subreddit just like went after him and like dug stuff up on him
Damn.
and all this. And Nick Mullen was like, the whole night was just like, what are they doing? Like, and then Jake Silberman, who was featuring for him, was like, you could just tell him to stop. And he was like, that would make it worse. Like he's like, it's like this Frankenstein's monster situation where like,
Yeah.
the Cumtown subreddit is like more powerful than Nick.
Well, and actually, Nick sent me a text because I have his phone number, and he
Right.
said, "Hey, I'm really sorry what they're doing to you on there.
Oh, that's
Feel
sweet.
free to
He
come.
said, keep your
through."
head up. You're the alpha of the
yeah, he
P-Boys.
said, keep your head up. You're the alpha of the podcast. Feel free if you need to crash at my couch or crash
Yeah.
at my place. Feel free.
He said when you're allowed to leave the state.
Yeah, yeah,
So sweet.
yeah.
Nick Mullen called me a
Don't
chink
rip
and
those
spit
rubber
in my
bands.
face.
Did you really?
Yeah, no. But
pretty
he's,
cool.
Spit in your
he's a
face?
cool guy. I'm still a fan.
What an honor.
Yeah, he didn't spit in my no.
You're like,
Okay,
He bought me Leo's Coney Island.
that's pretty cool.
okay,
Which
so he
is the
spit in your
equivalent of
face.
spitting
Yeah.
in your face. Yeah. Pretty
Well, it's
much.
somebody else's spit, though.
So, do you? If you had to wear a condom, would you?
Yeah.
All right.
No, like what, at gunpoint?
Yeah, like if
I'll
if,
take the bullet.
If a lady was like, or a man,
Yeah.
was like, oh, I need you to wear a condom to have sex with me. Would you just hit her? Like,
No,
what would you do?
I would just go like, yeah, there's one on. It's one of those really thin
Thin
really
ones.
thin
that
ones,
don't protect
yeah.
from
The
any
invisible
semen.
ones.
Yeah, you can
Getting
literally
involved.
not even feel it. That's how
Okay,
good these
yeah,
ones are.
yeah.
Don't rip the rubber bands.
I'm not
we
ripping
need
the
'em.
rubber bands.
Hey guys, this Thursday, check out our Duel. It's coming out this Thursday, and you're going to find out who the true alpha of the P-Boys is. I do a quick plug.
Very exciting.
I'm going to duel the fuck out of you, dude. All right, I want to talk about this Canada thing because I think
Yeah, do it, dude.
Trudeau's-
You
Matt-
can do
What's
it.
the Canada
Yeah.
thing? Can
Yeah,
I shoot
So
that right
Trudeau
now?
stepped down from prime minister. Yeah, they don't hurt. Trudeau stepped down, and now Trump's saying
At
he
my
wants
behest.
to buy Canada and like make it.
Well, look, he is a real estate guy. So
Yeah, I mean, it's the deal of the century.
does Trump not understand that doesn't mean it's just for sale?
He's not actually going to buy Canada,
If they
but he
don't have a
wants to
prime
make
minister.
Canada
Right.
the 51st state.
Well, I just learned the other day that he bought Mar-a-Lago from the government. So I
Really?
think he probably just sees it as that you can just buy a country from the government.
Mar-a-Lago,
Canada.
way cooler than Canada.
That was pretty good.
I was thinking about it though, and I was like, that would be pretty dope. I wouldn't have to, like pay any tolls or like show my ID to anybody to like go to Toronto.
Yeah, we'd
rename.
like to just drive over that bridge.
He wants to rename the fucking Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America.
Yeah, that's dope as shit, dude.
No, Mexico has way more coastline than America does.
So
I just think like we're gonna rename. Like, who cares? That's how the fucking wars start, dude.
My stance on
That's gay.
I think if he's making it,
it's pretty fucking dope.
Like I think my only qualm is like I already paid for the enhanced license.
yeah. I want a refund.
I get a refund or do it once my license expires, so I don't have to pay for it again.
Do it around.
do you have to pay
me.
for it? I thought all Michigan license just automatically have it.
No, it was like an extra $50.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Israel's already the 51st state.
Yeah. I think we're
It's my favorite
Israel's-
state.
Israel's second state.
yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
I think it is funny that we send more money to Israel than we ever fucking have to like Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Like even like territories that we have. We're just like who cares about Puerto Rico?
Yeah, but dude,
Our
people
own
within
fucking
Puerto Rico
territory.
aren't trying to overthrow the Puerto Rican government.
People within Puerto Rico.
No, we did that. Yeah.
Well, we basically are the. I mean,
Yeah.
Puerto Rico. If you want to talk about what is the 51st state, it basically is. But it won't be for weird tax reasons and stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, all this stuff.
All we get out of Puerto
it's
Rico
real,
is
actually
Kevin Rodriguez. So.
Yeah, he's the biggest export.
the last productive thing to come out of Puerto Rico.
That's another good Trump.
Is he productive?
Trumpism is how he says Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
He always like whispers.
Dude, you got to
it.
throw the accent.
He kind of grumbles on it. It's really.
I love when people don't have an accent and then suddenly they do have an accent.
yeah.
Mexico.
I'm surprised he didn't say we're going to change it to the Gulf of Trump.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
That
just
would-
the
that
Trump
would've been
Gulf.
pretty
That
true.
would-
Originally he was gonna name it the Gulf of Malachi, and I was like, dude, come, I'm trying to be
You
humble.
text him back. You're
Yeah.
like, no.
I'm like, dude, we can't do that.
He's got too much heat on Reddit to be.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the Come Down podcast.
The Come Down
Subreddit.
fans, the
They're
Come
coming
Boys,
after me.
they don't like Malachi.
They don't. I actually like him,
Yeah.
even though he's gay. I actually
Great
kind of
guy.
like.
we love Come Down, don't we, folks?
Yeah.
We love
He's
Nick.
probably
we
a
love
fan
Adam.
of Come Down.
We love Stavros. You can say Stavros. He'll do that like.
Stavros.
Yeah.
We even like Mike Recine.
Oh, man. Dude, people don't like him anymore.
I know he's getting.
They're going
he's getting
after
into a
him,
beef.
dude.
Is it because of the
Tank.
because he's a big.
He's an active Palestine, bro. But
Yeah.
No, but I guess he like fired his co-host from his podcast and
Oh, I
like
saw
won't pay
that.
them or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know all the details. I didn't read any of that shit. He's welcome back. If he wants to be a permanent co-host
Yeah,
of the People
move
as
up to
Mike, just
Michigan.
come on,
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
come on, Mike.
Yeah,
We'll-
Mike,
we'll
if you need
pay
to be
you.
saved,
Yeah,
There's
Wouldn't
no
it be
reason.
funny if we took his co-host?
that would be funny.
That's a good bit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
That would be funny. We should get in touch with them and tell them to come on the People is to tell
That
their
would
side
be
of the
so funny.
story.
And then have Mike come on.
mediate the whole thing?
Yeah.
When Mike and I were in the green room in the Indy, he spit in my face and called me a chink.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
fun fact.
Did he tell you about Malachi when he was talking to you?
No. Did you guys record before the show?
Before,
We did?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. What he
He was
didn't
like-
say
he was
anything
like-
about you to me.
No,
love
he
Malachi.
wouldn't shut up about him. Like he keeps going on and on about Malachi. And so I just,
It's true.
I wasn't
Actually-
sure if he was
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yeah, on Twitter a while ago, he was like, I miss my best friend, hashtag
Yeah.
MJB.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh. And that was about me, MJB, Malachi
Yeah,
Dice
yeah.
Blades, yeah.
yeah.
I regretted because I was featuring for him that night, and I said I said a newer joke where I say a certain word that describes Italians. It
The
starts
N-word?
with a W and ends with a S.
He actually got
Wop?
It rhymes
offended?
with mops.
He actually got offended about that?
No, he didn't. But like he riffed on it at the beginning of his set. I was like,
Oh,
"Damn it,
okay.
I should have checked.
I
should
saw
have
he got
made sure."
offended when someone called him a guinea.
Yeah.
Really?
That one's worse, I think.
Is it?
It's not as
Guinea's
silly.
worse than wops.
Yeah, I think so. If
not
I was going to do
dictates that?
a tier chart of Italian slurs,
Yeah.
I didn't know anyone got
Guinea the
offended by.
What's the? Do you know?
I don't think Mike actually.
You know
gets
the
offended.
etymology of Guinea? Like, where does it come? Because I get WAP is like the kind of making fun of Italian as a language.
Right.
I always thought it was without
No,
paper.
I
yeah,
heard
it's
that-
without,
without
paper.
paper.
No, I thought it was making fun of. Okay.
I
without
thought that for the
paper.
longest time too,
Yeah.
but then someone told me without papers.
The
like,
origins of
in the
slurs
digital
are
age, I guess
fascinating.
we're all
Does that mean that
wops.
now Mexicans are WAPs? Is that what
Yeah.
the new WAPs?
You hear what I said, folks? I said
wet
in
No, I
the
don't listen
digital.
to you,
I
dude.
said in the digital age, I guess we're all wops.
Anybody who hasn't been tested for diseases.
Because
is
paper isn't as popular with
Hey.
No, we got
phones.
the joke.
Rock
It wasn't
beats
funny.
paper.
It's a good bit.
Yeah.
Where does Guinea come from, though?
Rather from guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Or Guinea, isn't that like
What
a
is
country in Africa or
I
something?
like.
That's New Guinea.
Was it Cuomo who said that Fredo is
That's
an
an
Italian slur?
That's in
South America?
no.
I don't
it's
know.
in
I don't believe in Cuomo, so this is
Yeah, I don't think it exists.
fucking
yeah.
north.
He's
of
a
Australia,
Nosferatu, dude. He's a
but it's one of
figment.
those islands.
What are you guys? What are you doing?
We're talking about New Guinea, all right?
Oh,
What
okay.
are you
Yeah.
talking about?
We're talking about Chris Cuomo.
Chris Cuomo.
What
Who
about
gives a shit?
He's
What if I
friend
just
of the
said the
show.
N-word?
He's one of the top 2 Cuomos. That guy.
Dude, you've come so close so many times.
I have.
Oh man.
You ever said the N word?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, of course.
Ever said it?
I was once. You guys ever had like when you're with your girlfriend and your girlfriend's friends, and then you got to hang out with your girlfriend's friends' boyfriends, and, it's
And you
the
just
only
got to
time-
call them the N word.
They're all black.
That's all you do.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, they're all black, and you just have to put them in their place.
I
My
just
ex-
wanted to fit in.
My ex-girlfriend, I was like at her friend's house, and then all the girls left, and it was just me and the boyfriends, and one of them's a black guy, and he would sometimes do a thing where he would ask a question that would make everybody uncomfortable. So we're just quietly playing Mario Kart, and he's like, "You guys ever see the N-word before?" And we all got quiet, and I was like, "I'll take this one, guys." I was like, hey, I mean,
As a comedian.
he wants us to. I mean, it's like it's a trap because if we say no,
but
he
also
knows
you're
we're all
Asian,
lying.
so like
I'm Asian. I'm the closest.
that's like the closest thing to.
Yeah, the other two. One of them was from Indiana. He was screwed. You know, there was nothing he could do.
What was the black guy gonna do if you guys said yes?
Oh, well, I said yes.
Yeah, how did you?
And how did he react?
He was like, but I don't know. I'm like, if I said no, he's gonna know I'm lying. Every man our age. Is
But also, like, who
said
cares?
something.
But I was like, yeah, it has.
Yeah.
I was like,
uttered
dude-
the sound of course, I have.
Yeah. I was like,
Bro,
I got
what do
a
you
traffic jam on the way here. Like, yeah.
And that
Unbelievable,
was the
dude.
whole interaction. He just went,
Yeah. That was pretty much it. And then he kind of, as each guy admitted it, the got a little louder. So
Did you guys all just start calling him an N-word then?
no,
Yeah,
no.
you guys should
Shut
have.
up. Yeah.
You
But
guys
then
should have.
actually,
You
all
had
you
the
want
power
from
over
us-
him.
But I'll tell you, all
You
three
guys
of those
had
guys, all three of
That
those
was
guys.
like a real big one.
Big one.
No, he ended up spitting in my face and calling me a chink. Actually, so.
Okay. So-
Dude, you have a lot of people calling you a chink.
Yeah.
Constantly. And I'm not even Chinese. I don't even know if that's
Really? What are
What
you?
is your ethnicity?
I'm half Thai.
I was gonna ask.
We don't have a slur, so people just
Oh, you're like
appropriate-
Tiger.
Yeah, they just appropriate other Asian slurs.
Yeah.
to-
So
yeah.
half Thai, half white.
Just white. Yeah, Polish. Mocny's a Polish name originally. Yeah, but
Thai Polak. What is that?
What is wrong with you, dude?
I'm just imagining a Thai guy saying Mocny now.
what's it sound like?
I'm not going to do it.
Why? You've done it before.
I haven't done Asian voice.
Are you our first Asian guest?
Maybe.
Maybe.
No, we had,
Well,
wasn't.
what's his name was a co-host.
Oh, Jacob.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jacob was black and Asian.
Korean.
Display-
Korean, yeah.
Oh, Koreans. They've got a good slur. They've got gook. That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a solid
That's
one.
Korean specifically.
Yeah, well, because I think the origin is the Korean word for American is migook, and during the Korean War, the Koreans would look at the Americans and say migook, and the Americans were so dumb they thought they were saying me gook, and that's what they started calling
It's
it.
actually kind of funny.
That's exactly how I would
pretty
interpret
dope.
it.
Yeah.
Me gook. All right.
Yeah, dude, that's kind of on
It's
them.
what they want to be called,
Like,
guys.
yeah.
Like,
We're just being politically correct over here.
yeah, they just thought they were saying the
Hey,
right
I made a new friend. You know,
It's my buddy the gook. So what, chink is Chinese or is that just any kind
I
of?
think it's Chinese because it's like the sound when they're making the railroads.
I thought it was the sound like when they talk. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like ching chong. Yeah,
Yeah.
What's funny is like the Thai accent or like the Thai, how Thai people talk. It's very distinctive. It's like a lot of long like wow, like this kind of sound.
kind of like Waluigi.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, definitely. And so when people do Asian voice at me, it's always like a Japanese, like a oh, you know, the kind of like low, like dubbed over Godzilla movie type of voice, which is funnier. Like it's unambiguously a funnier accent to do. I think.
I'm just remembering.
Japanese or Thai?
Remembering what?
Oh, Japanese.
Nothing.
Japanese is
Funnier one?
funnier. Yeah,
Remembering what?
in my
Nothing.
opinion.
Can you guys stop whispering too fast?
Yeah, he's like, I'm just remembering.
The last time he did Asian
And then I
voice?
was like, remembering what? He's like, nothing. Like he's 5 years old.
Don't worry about it, faggot. Yeah.
Easy now.
Whoa, whoa.
whoa.
You just said fucking yeah. Whoa.
just said gook for gay people.
Yeah, that's the gook of gays.
Me fag. Can you cut that?
No,
No, dude, all the
we're
fags
turning
stay
that
in.
into a reel, my boy.
Yeah,
Damn it.
Yeah,
all the fags
clip
stay
it.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
Johnny-
it's gonna be just you saying that, and then the Cumtown subreddit's gonna like wake back up.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, wait, we like him.
yeah.
Johnny, thanks for being on the P-Boys.
Yeah.
Of course.
Ooh,
Where did that go?
back that way.
All right. So
Back
what did
that
you want
ass
to talk
up.
about, Johnny?
Got the only loaded gun here, boys.
Oh God.
Hey, okay.
We should play Russian roulette with these.
No.
Do you actually? Because I saw you comment when we brought you up on Chinese Rocket Force. Do
Yeah.
you listen to every episode?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God.
I gotta study the
You're
competition.
a real
dude.
rocketeer. Yeah. The competition.
Is that what you call your fans?
The Rocketeers, yeah, Lou came up with that.
Okay.
I have to credit him with that. He's every good thing about the podcast is him. I just
Really?
I just come up with the descriptions. And,
How'd you come up with Chinese Rocket Force?
so we riffed that in the first episode. He
Okay. I didn't
'cause
listen that far
It's
back.
a real part of the CCP, and he mentioned it, and I was like, that should be the name of the podcast, and he was like, sold. And
CCP.
now we're like,
Wait, Rocket Force is a part of the CCP?
yes, the Chinese Rocket Force is a real thing.
Is that their space program?
Is
It
real
was
thing.
kind of like Chapo
Is
Trap
real.
House. Like they riffed that title, and so we did that. But then it was like now because I've been trying to reach out to like some.
Chinese.
I'm going to say his
Chinese
name
government?
off air, but there's like kind of a prominent sort of a political figure that we're getting on.
Xi
And I
Jinping.
told him like, oh, it's the
Justin
CRF
Trudeau?
podcast. It's the now disgraced former prime minister of Canada.
Trudeau?
Nice. He's going to be
You
Is
guys
he
Yeah.
showing up in his Aladdin costume?
Yeah, yeah. It was a requirement. Yeah.
Hey, ask him who his real daddy is
Yeah.
once and for all.
Is that controversial? Who his real dad is? I don't know.
A lot of
People,
people
there's a
say-
conspiracy.
What's his
It's a
name?
Castro.
Yeah, Fidel Castro. His real daddy.
That's sick.
Because his Trudeau, the name, whatever, was gay, and his mom was a whore.
So he's like,
Messed with Castro.
oh, okay.
And apparently he looks a lot like
Yeah.
Fidel.
Dude, if you got cucked by Fidel Castro,
Well, also, dude,
There's
I think a
worse
lot of
people
people
get
did.
cucked by, you know?
no one ever
I
talks
would have
about
shot Kennedy myself. If I,
the fact that Michelle Obama is a guy is what bothers me the most.
Yeah.
It's a fact. It's
does
a
that
known
bother you
fact.
that she's a guy?
I think it makes me happy because that just means there's more men in power.
Yeah.
But dude, there was this lady.
It makes me
One less first woman.
me
Yeah.
forgive her for taking all of the Coke machines out of my high school.
Yeah. There was this lady who was she was the secretary for the fire department my dad worked at. And she would always talk about like all those QAnon conspiracy theories. And she would be like, I went in one day and I was talking to her for a while and she's like, yeah, this whole Michelle Obama stuff is really concerning. And I'm like, oh, what happened with that? And she's like, oh, yeah, more like Michael Obama. And I'm like,
Ooh,
what?
Big Mike.
And I was, Mike Racine Obama.
Mike Racine Obama. Yeah, maybe Mike Racine is Michelle Obama.
Yeah. But I was like, what? She's a guy?
life.
And she was like, yep. I mean, look. And showed me like a
showed you
picture
the
of
bulge?
like a bulge on her dress. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
How does this change anything?
So it just makes Obama gay.
Yeah.
She's a guy.
Yeah. Not only was he born in Kenya, he's also gay.
Yeah. I was watching. You know how Jim Norton has like a trans wife.
Yeah.
I didn't
Really?
know that.
It's weird, dude. She's like a porn star, like a trans porn star.
Oh yeah. Well, that's sick. Actually, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
That's pretty dope. That's dope. But I don't know. It's like people will go after him because he like specifically likes trans women, and like I saw him on
What's his name again?
Jim Norton.
Jim Norton. I know I've seen him before.
He's a comic.
Yeah.
He was, like, on Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony, yeah. But he was on like We Might Be Drunk, and he brought his wife on, and everybody was like, you know, like the transphobic guys were going like, oh, well, I guess Jim is gay, and I was kind of like, well, no, he's not gay. Like he's something, but like I don't know if you're specifically like
Well, if
trans
there's
women, that's not gay.
if there's penis and butt, then I'd say that's gay.
But it's like that. But if he was
Holy
fully
shit,
gay,
she's
he would
tall
just
as
he would
fuck,
just
dude.
fuck guys. You know what I mean?
Dude, she's
Yes.
so much
Like
taller
he's
than him.
something else. He's something in the
Well, he's
middle.
also
That's what I'm
a
saying.
short person himself.
Yeah,
So he's attracted to women, but likes to get.
yeah.
He's attracted to women that are significantly.
It's
more
real
muscular
between rock and a hard place.
I'm in relationships with women and have sex with men.
Yeah. That means you
It's
gay.
it's like Gabe's gay penis. The rest of him is straight, but his
Right.
penis is gay.
Right.
Brett Hayden and I had a riff in a green room where we were like, "What if you had two dicks?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I said like, "Oh yeah, what if you had two dicks but one of them was gay?" And he was like, oh yeah, you'd be like, somebody goes down on you and you're like, no babe, that's my gay dick. And we laughed and we thought that was the funniest
I'm trying
thing.
to figure out, there was this conjoined twin, like they were these conjoined twins. One of them was gay and one of them was straight.
They share a dick.
Yes, and I'm trying to figure out like how to make that where it's like that must be so awkward and like make it from the perspective of like being gay is the normal one and then being like, yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Were you trying to make that a joke, or
They're
you're
just
just trying to
hard
think
all
about
the
it?
Figure
time.
out that bit. You
They
know what
always
I mean?
have a boner because everything
Well,
turns them on.
do they both equally control like, does one of them's thoughts get the
See,
dick hard,
I don't
but the
know.
other one doesn't have control?
Yeah,
That
when
would suck.
when they jerk off, does one of them like think, oh, like this guy is giving me a hand job, and the other one's like, oh, this is pretty gay?
This is what I have written down.
That's exactly what they think.
There's conjoined twins. One is gay, one is straight. They live in Ohio. This is real. That
Damn,
must
dude,
be
that's the
such,
gayest
Sure,
part
yeah.
about them.
Oh no.
this. That must be such an awkward conversation to have. I just feel so bad for him. He's forced to fuck beautiful women against his will. The straight one brings a lady home, and the
don't know
gay
how
one
They're
is
beautiful.
Wait, is
yeah.
this the bit that you're running by us right now?
The straight one brings a lady home, and the gay one is like, no, it's nothing. I thought that was funny. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know how to work that to be funny on stage. I just
Dude,
had
you
that
have to play
thought.
Russian roulette.
I think you have to show your dick.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the only way out of this.
Both either your gay one and your straight one.
Here's what we'll do. I'll pop my head up behind yours. You'll whip your dick out, and then we'll be the conjoined twins.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I like
we could do that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I might not be here for that.
It's the real duel.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, whoever loses the duel has to get castrated.
Yeah. That's the duel.
How'd you get wrapped up in this? As the older guy, how'd you end up?
You asked me to be the co-host.
I did. I just came in for an episode, and I was like, I've been
Okay.
trying to get into some podcasting stuff. But
Yeah.
I want to like invest in an office space. And do
Sure.
it.
Right,
So they
yeah.
had the setup, and I live not too far away. So I'm like, fuck, let's get into it.
What's your address?
Yeah, what's your say your address?
Ask
I'm
your
like,
mom.
Whoa, you gay.
he has sex
bitch.
with your mom, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
the
How's that
implication
feel?
of that one.
I don't need to hear anymore.
Yeah.
He's like Fidel Castro,
she
and your
just
mom,
buys me
and you're
something.
like,
You guys do look alike.
you're like
Yeah.
Justin.
You guys
Trudeau.
look exactly alike, dude.
Yeah, we
over
do.
here.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
do.
Name's Malachi. That's a Jewish name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malachi with an M.
Yeah.
Is that the bird from
What else
regular
would it be?
show?
Mordecai.
Oh, so close.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's
Morty?
technically-
I was in
That's my
competition.
Hebrew name. Did you know that?
Really?
Malachi?
Mordecai.
Mordecai.
Yeah. Hebrew, huh? Like coffee? All right. Yeah. So there, I was in competition for Malachi with Malachi Lee for a while. You know him? He's a local comic.
Oh, the black guy?
Yeah.
Malachi.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And people would tag either on post with him, they would tag me, or on post with me, they would tag him. And so I was in competition with him. I still think I am a little bit, you know?
Yeah. There shouldn't be two of you.
What's his last name? Lee?
Yeah.
That's you have the blacker last name.
Yeah.
I do.
So
I do.
So you're really blacker.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I
think
am.
about it.
Yeah. I give him the end pass.
I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think people think of you as the Malachi, at least at the white comics, because
Yeah.
they see you more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they don't know.
Well, Cliff, he's a black comic. He probably thinks of me as the Malachi.
Yeah, but
You want to be
Cliff-
accepted. You want the
he's
black
already
comics to
I
make
think
you their
I
Malachi
think-
too.
yeah, I
like
think-
I think once black comics like you, that's when you're funny. I think that's the actual.
Well, I know Cliff likes
well,
me.
that's good.
we're all looking for the approval of black people.
yeah.
I was on I was opening for this guy Renee Vaca at Detroit House of Comedy, and the whole audience was like all Latino, and like he's big
probably
on
fit in.
Latino TikTok. Did not no,
Oh,
well
okay.
because I'm not Latino and like
I know, but
my
like
delivery.
Yeah,
you
like
could pass.
I'm pretty white coded, you know, and
Sure.
so afterwards, like they're all swamping him and trying to buy his merch, and like this one super lame white guy comes up to me. He's like, I liked your set the best. Actually, I thought it was the smartest. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. I was like,
Damn, dude.
don't tell me that.
Now I'm imagining you
It's a cool
going
one.
up with like a very fake, like Chicano accent. You're like,
Yeah.
bro, I was driving my Kia. Yo, I was going to the hot pot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all get it?
They'll just all start cheering. I got him. I don't even need to
But
write
you're
a
still
joke.
doing like Asian stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should come out wearing a sombrero.
I was like,
and then-
fool, you better bow, bro. Like,
I wish a Buddha. Yeah. That'd be so sick. Dude,
Yeah, I wish that happened to you.
it's actually getting harder for me to go to college now because people are expecting Asian Americans to have better grades in high school, thus making
That's a great bit, dude. I could definitely see him
Just
doing that bit on
describing real
stage.
social issues. About, yeah.
Low key though, everyone think Asian people funny to joke about, but it's really not. Way you keep like doing the arm movement.
Just crushing.
Yeah.
Wearing pressed dicky shorts.
Just like, did you guys ever see that? It's like a fake comedy special. The guy Dan
Rife.
Klein. Yeah, Matt Rife. It's actually called Burn the Boats. It's a really good fake
Yeah.
comedy. It was this guy Dan Klein, and he like it's all scripted, the whole thing. And the whole thing is he's like this hack, but everybody loves him. And then like one point he like tries to get honest about like how he like isn't happy with what he's doing, and they just like get completely silent, and then he just goes back to like his catchphase, like he does one of his old punchlines, and then they all like cheer again.
Okay.
And it's like this existential like horror
That
movie.
actually sounds cool.
Yeah, it's on YouTube for free, the Dan Klein special. Sorry.
Damn.
I only
Sorry to
watch
say
comedy
something
I have to pay
sincere.
for. So
Now I'm
Yeah.
imagining Joe Rogan if he was doing like a very clearly fake Hispanic accent too.
maybe,
I'd like him again.
maybe.
Welcome to the Joe Rogan podcast, way. Joe Rogan podcast, way.
Instead of saying that's wild, he's just going like, "K." Like,
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro
That's
talks for like 10 minutes.
local.
Oh, okay. That's local. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Dude, my whole drive here, I was listening to Mel Gibson on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh,
It was
yeah?
a real,
I'm Mel Gibson,
real
way.
hot-headed. Yeah. I got all of my bigotry out on the way over here.
Damn, dude,
So-
you wasted it. The people wasted
I
the
used
place
it
for
up.
it. Yeah, dude.
I'm woke now that I got
Man.
here. Do you guys watch comedy like on your free time, or did you ever?
Sometimes I
before
guess
you
I'm not very. I don't have a lot of free time.
Oh, okay.
He has a busy ass man.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
it depends
know
what
too
you mean by
much.
free time.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love
I guess.
But what do you
before
mean, like listening to comedy?
Yeah, with
Like what? Do you watch specials?
Work,
like you said, you don't pay
comedy,
for
acting.
your comedy.
Oh,
So you don't
I don't really watch anything anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Except the competition,
Which competition?
the podcast competition.
Oh, yeah. Except for my competition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chinese Rocket Force. Yeah, I think. What are the
Etc.
other? I don't know if Mark still does his podcast.
Melig? I don't think so.
Yeah, I know
the
one
ASA
person
Detroit?
definitely doesn't do their podcast anymore.
One individual who may or may not have something going on.
Give it
Yeah.
time.
Yo, you not funny, way.
Shut up. Oh, Chris and Drew have a podcast. I haven't listened to
Yeah.
it though.
It's not
Yo, go be a dad, way.
Shut up.
You go take care of your kids, way.
Stop.
Dude, we're all here, man. I don't want to be next on the list.
Stop, dude.
Don't implicate us.
Then cut that.
war?
Who cares?
She's not gonna watch it. But still, just don't.
The round
We-
table
we-
of mediocre
Do you guys
gentlemen.
ever mention people and bleep their names? Does that happen?
Yeah, we talk about it a lot. We bleep every time. like how I just
Yo, I'm
bleep.
like-
Shut up, dude. Stop.
I got to tell you guys a story, but I'll tell after.
You can tell it. I'll just bleep the name. I mean, if it's descriptive.
Yeah.
No, it's
Then-
not that descriptive. It's
Okay.
actually not. It doesn't really have anything to do with that person in
Okay.
particular. But I think it was the last time I was at the Indie. It was for Louis' Dirty Show, and we closed the place down because there was like the whole party afterwards, and I ended up crashing on Johanna's couch, and I woke up like cuddling her cat. Like I woke up looking at her cat, and I was like, "Oh, it could have been so much worse. It could have been."
Like being
Thank God.
crushed.
Thank God it's just
man.
a cat, dude. Oh man.
I'm not allergic to cats. So
Yeah. Oh no, we've only we've bleeped a couple at Chinese Rocket Force. But it's only like the people
Sam,
who we think
here.
are.
Yeah, say here.
I bring up. Actually, you should bleep it if I
Yeah,
say it.
yeah,
but
bleep
I brought up the guy.
Oh yeah, I heard about
I've
it.
heard the name, but I don't know.
He's like a psycho.
yeah.
And I'll only mention him to like make Lou freak out because like every time I do, he freaks out. And he bleeps it because he's like, I don't want to piss that guy off.
Yeah.
So like,
Probably not a bad idea.
if we're ever like running out of riffs, I'll just say his name and he'll like panic
He
It probably sounds like you're saying the N
hook
word.
up with the
a little bit. That's what
Dude,
people,
stop!
That's what people at home think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Just like, what were you saying?
Say if he had a baby with another certain comedian, it'd be a crazy fucking baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a funny one.
Yeah.
She's single.
I think it would level out. The baby would be normal.
Oh, she has to be.
She has an ex-husband.
Oh yeah.
Well, of course she does.
All right, let's
You
stop
ever
this.
met him?
Let's stop this.
He probably ate her.
I did her podcast and I met him and
It's not her
all right,
husband.
let's stop this.
All right, we can cut that. Then.
I feel bad. Because I don't know.
I did.
We can get into
When
it
I was
later.
on Mark's
Cut.
podcast,
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
was on Mark's podcast, I don't know if I mentioned him by name, but I made a joke about and he like laughed it off, and then I saw on the I saw that he had been on like a few episodes before me, and I was like it made it even funnier. Like if somebody's like an ASA completionist and they're listening to every episode.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
seems like
think
there's a
anyone
war.
listens all the way through to any podcast really.
No.
but
Here's who's the fucking guy I'm thinking of?
who?
Comic?
Can he cut that too?
Yeah,
I
I'll
actually
cut
like
that.
him. I actually do like him.
I like
None
him.
of this is making the
Yeah,
cut.
dude.
Yeah, we're just bleeping the whole
Yeah.
episode.
You should just be one long
Yeah.
bleep for the past
Because
5
Matt
minutes.
told us not to start any beefs, and then we're spending the whole episode talking
You're
about
gonna
it.
cut it anyway.
Yeah.
You're gonna cut it anyway.
Yeah, I'll cut it all out.
Yeah. Well, I always like I don't know. Anytime
Sorry.
if I make fun of something, I'm being like I'm just having fun. Like I don't like we don't dislike. I don't know about you guys. I don't dislike any of the people that we're talking about.
No, I don't care about
think it's
any
just
of
Yeah,
it.
I don't
funny.
care about any of this
Yeah.
shit.
it's just funny to bring it up.
It's funny to observe.
I actually like start bleeping. I like
Yeah.
why am I forgetting his name again? I really like
Yeah.
I think he's funny as fuck.
I think he's annoying, but I like him.
Yeah, I don't even think he's that annoying.
I don't think he's
Cut that too.
Yeah, we're taking all the shots today. It's a good thing we have guns because we're taking so many shots.
yeah.
Johnny,
I don't
who
think
do you
any
want
of
to
these
take
are
a shot at?
Oh God! While we're at it,
Yeah, might as well. This is all getting cut.
I don't know. Is it actually all getting cut?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh God! Well, no. I actually, genuinely, I don't have any beef with people. I know there's like at least 2 people that have beef with me.
Who? Name them.
Really?
Has beef with me.
Mm-hmm.
He blocked me on Facebook, and
I don't even know who that.
has beef with me.
Oh,
You got
okay.
beef with me too.
I also
Yeah.
don't know her either.
You're not missing a whole lot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I like them both fine. I don't have any problems with them, but I guess they have rightful.
I think I'm
complaints.
still too new in comedy to know
to know all the
anyone.
I think
characters.
that's the dumbest thing. That's the thing I really hate the most about local comedy beef is like you haven't done anything.
No, none of this
Yeah.
matters.
You're not important enough.
It's like high school real estate that just runs out once you graduate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it does.
Still
None of
playing
it
that
matters. There's no. We create. Whatever level you're on, people create their own ecosystem and their own hierarchies. So that you like, there's a king of the open mics. There's like these guys who never get booked.
Gabe Jervis.
But they've been at the open mics long enough. I don't even know Gabe, but it sounds
oh, I love Gabe.
that way. Is he the king of the open mics?
No.
Is that
No, he's our friend.
He's
okay.
I actually really do like Gabe.
Oh, okay.
It's just funny to make fun of him on the podcast.
Sure, yeah.
Like
if you've
last
seen
week-
him, you'd understand why it's
Last
okay.
week
to
we
make fun of
did probably 15 minutes worth of pretending Gabe was
A gay black guy?
a gay black guy, but his penis was gay, but the rest of him was black.
Yeah.
And he would always have a black scent, and he was gay, and he would comb his hair with cum. I think that was it. But
No, that was Andrew Dice K.
yeah, that was Andrew.
Andrew Dice
Gay.
Gay is a
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
That's hey, ikri duck. I'm gonna suck your cock. Or I feel like that's the only. That's, the main-
That's actually something that was said on.
I think that
like
was. I
that's
think,
the most
yeah.
low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
I guess. Bit you can do that.
I always thought that didn't like me, but then I realized he just doesn't know who I am, or just doesn't like.
Dude, I made
care.
some leeway, dude, when I
you are
hosted.
enough.
Well, I
not
think
put you on.
Yeah, I've only done once, and it's because I put a fake name.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Like on the open mic?
yeah,
Yeah.
So he won't let you on with your real name?
yeah. I've never got
Too
booked.
Chaldean.
Like for like, how long has it been? I've been signing up since it opened, and I've only got booked once.
Oh my god!
I get booked pretty much every time I sign up.
wow.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, he let
Which I
me.
haven't
He let
done in a
me.
while.
He didn't really talk to me all that much, but then last Tuesday he had me host, and he and I were like tight after that, like tight, but like he and I were chill.
I think he's in a weird position now where like, because I knew him before, and he was just like he was a comic and he was our friend, and then now he's in this position where he has like a lot of power,
Yeah.
in the scene, and I think he might be automatically distrusting towards anybody who like wants to be friends with him because now it doesn't just mean you want to be friends with him or you think he's funny. Now it just can mean like you just want to get booked.
But
that's
I've
how I
never
feel.
wanted
I think
to
it's
be
made him
friends
more
with him.
standoffish, probably.
Right. I just
Yeah, because
wanna-
you hate him. Because you have beef with him. You're calling him out right
That's
now.
I'm calling him out. I have
that's how
problems
I
with
feel
Kyle.
about after I did Sam Talent, dude. People only want me for 5 minutes at Sam Talent.
Yeah.
My life is so hard, and I'm famous.
Yeah.
And I'm the alpha.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, can you introduce me to Sam?
You got your 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah, I got my 5 minutes of fame, dude.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
Have you ever had people, one or two people who I won't name, did ask me if I could like introduce them to Sam, and I was like, I think you underestimate my relationship with Sam. I can just like vouch for some guy,
Yeah.
you know, like I can, but
One
like, to
person,
some extent, but-
person who I don't want to name asked me actually just the other day if I could put in a good word for him for. And I was like, dude, you're underestimating.
the poll.
Yeah, that I have.
Yeah. Yeah. Some guy.
I said it in jest.
Some guy.
said it in jest. I was joking.
I said it in jest, dude. I don't care about me.
Sometimes like I'll get a text from like a Chicago comic or somebody who's coming up here and they'll ask for like, hey, who should I hit up about shows? And I'll give them like people they should hit up, and they're like, okay, can I use your name when I ask for time? I was like, you'd be better off not.
Dude,
Really? Are you not liked?
Giving you the
No, I think I'm
Okay,
There's
yeah.
a
I feel like
lady-
you're more liked than we are.
He's the bad.
I don't know. Do I have a
Michigan
reputation?
comic.
Is there anything?
Yeah, I think
I
you're pretty
don't know. I don't know
Oh,
your
okay.
reputation, but just
good.
you get
There's-
booked more than us, so that's why you're more liked.
I've been
than us.
doing it longer though. I started when I was 18, so I
Okay.
was like
How old are you now?
25, about to be 26. Pretty
Okay.
soon. So
Mazel tov.
But yeah, dude,
I started when I was 21. And I still don't get booked on anything.
are you my age? Or
I'm 26. Yeah,
You're
recently
26.
26. Yeah,
Got you. Yeah. Happy birthday.
thank you.
Thanks.
I did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was this lady, there was this bar I did, Stingers, and it was like they paid me like to do 10 minutes. And yeah, I know.
At a bar.
Yes.
Okay.
What's this bar?
It's in Wixom. I put your name in and I put your
What's
name
the
in.
tax
Yeah, I'm
bracket? like
doing it
Wixom?
in March. I think.
Like she's paying so much.
for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Maybe let's not discuss this on the podcast in
Then
case she
we'll
watches
cut
it.
that. We'll cut that section.
Right.
But there was a lady at cut the money amount.
Yeah.
There was this lady who has a son who goes to Ann Arbor who does rapping puppets, and
Oh, yeah.
I've never spoken to her.
I've seen him at New Way.
Yeah, I've never spoken to her or her son, but she went up to Stingers and like, you should book my son. I'm really good friends with Malachi. And I'm like, what? Like, I've never spoken to this lady. And the booker like texted me and she's like, is this person funny? And I was like, they're a nice person.
Yeah.
Like, they're an interesting character. And she was like, well, should I put him on the show? And I was like, I don't know if that would go with the vibe. I'm trying to be nice. But then she was like, yeah, she won't stop rapping, whatever. And you might want to cut this. But she sent me an audio message. The booker sent me an audio message of her rapping at the bar. And she just drops the hard R. Like,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So
That's pretty dope,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. And I'm
With
like,
the puppets,
pretty
the
sick.
puppets do it.
yeah, it's
That's not
not
her.
my.
It's the puppets.
She probably saw the atmosphere of the bar and was like, "This is the right
No, it
place to do
definitely
it."
is
This'll
the
hit.
place
Out
you
in
can get away with
Wixom,
saying
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
When Nick and I are booking crunchies, we're like, we look at the Google form, and usually like we just put everybody on because there's not enough that we have to cut anybody, and it's an open mic, so it's like, yeah, put everybody on. But then, like last couple months, there's been like more than we could fit, so we'd have to decide who to cut, and it would usually be like if somebody has a nickname, we cut them,
Nice.
like, or if they say like in their yeah, there's a
Hypothetically.
as an example.
If they put pronouns, you guys cut them.
Yeah. No he, hims, or she, hers.
All right.
It's all theys.
Theys.
But like we.
I think she does watch the podcast because she studies the competition, dude.
Maybe that's why her mental health is.
She's like watching the video, like,
Stop. She's commented on the podcast before, like,
Yeah,
"Oh, this
she
shit's
hates this
mediocre."
podcast.
This the
Has she outright said that?
yeah. She said the
Dude,
round
we're
table
cutting
of
so
mediocre
much.
gentlemen, or something like that,
Mediocre gentleman.
and then or mediocrity or something like that.
Is that a
actually-
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Yeah,
it's-
Okay.
yeah, it's
that's
the-
pretty
That's
good.
what she was trying to say.
That's as
And-
far as, dude, she got you. Dude.
Retarded.
yeah.
She said, like, I think everyone who watched this got dumber or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just kind of
And how
chalked
much-
it
how
up to
much
like, all
dumber can
right,
she
she's
get,
just
you
fucking
know?
around.
And she's
But
one of our top viewers.
I'm looking out for you. I'm a true friend.
Yeah.
I think nowadays, though, like to get an intense following, it's got to be people who kind of hate you or hate one of you. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Why'd you look at me?
No, it could be
Dude, I
anybody.
mean,
It could
Brandon
be anybody
Brandon
here.
didn't like you, and he would watch religiously.
Yeah, Brandon did not.
Like, do you ever
like
look
me.
at comments on like Two Bears One Cave? Like everybody hates Bert.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's like there's got to be somebody who they can't stand, but they're like hate watching.
Yeah.
And I think that's the secret, you know, or it could be Adam on Cumtown, right? Like,
Yeah.
It could be any. One of you's the Adam.
Somebody's the heel.
Yeah, I mean, Malachi's
Stop
the Adam.
looking at me, dude.
Heel.
Oh,
It's definitely
come on.
Malachi.
Who else would
Dude,
it
we've
be?
gotten so much more trouble since you've joined the P-Boys.
Dude, because
Are you bringing controversy?
I'm not bringing
You're
controversy.
the bad P boy.
Do you want me to quit?
No,
No,
I
we
like
need- we
the
need a
attention,
heel.
dude. We
Yeah.
get so many views.
You are getting attention. You're
Yeah.
unambiguously getting far. We were talking
Yeah.
about this in Chinese Rock
All
because you guys are doing so
publicity
much
is good
better.
Publicity, bro. That's how Trump became president.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
Yeah.
So I'm the
Sky's the
Trump of the
limit for you.
podcast.
You are the. That's
all right.
good.
Yeah, you're the Trump of the
Yeah,
podcast.
Trump-
All right.
that's fine.
Okay.
Be a Trump.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of the girl
would
we were
call
talking about
himself an
earlier,
alpha.
and I was like, dude, who gives a fuck? It's a podcast. Like,
Yeah.
We are cutting so much.
Yeah, I know.
dude.
All of this is getting cut.
Arguably some of the best
Should
parts
say
of this.
something relevant. That's
I think as long as you bleep all the names, I think you're good.
How about that Lions game?
No,
huh?
but you can use context clues.
Oh,
dude.
sure. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
enough around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing I said earlier, that'd be pretty mean. If,
Oh, about the cat?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, guys,
I'll
let's all
cut
look
that.
into the camera. On 3, we'll say, "We're just kidding."
Wait, hey, Kate. Podcast starts now. Okay.
All right, we're starting over.
All right. Welcome to the
start.
P-Boys.
Welcome
Back.
to P-Boys.
Johnny Mocny's here.
Hi, everybody.
What if you had a fake kneecap after getting surgery and you were Johnny Mocny?
Oh, like a mock knee.
Yeah.
You know, that's the first time anybody's done that wordplay with my name.
Really?
Wow.
No. I'm saying
Over. Okay.
Well, no, actually, they wouldn't do mock like fake. They would do mock like making fun of it, like, "Hey, nice knees, idiot," like that.
They're mocking your knees.
And then you call him the N-word.
Yeah, that's what I do
Chinese.
every time. Easy back pocket.
Dude,
response.
I feel like Boston is a place where white people get called the hard R too. You know what I mean?
I think it gets thrown around there.
Hard R.
Yeah. As like an
other
insult.
white people?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like Boston would be a place for that.
I don't know. I've never been to Boston. I wouldn't know.
Really? You've never been to
I've had a
Boston?
white homeless guy call me the hard R before.
Nice.
Well,
I would
were you
be
being
so
one?
I was
Flattered.
no, but like I gave him money and I was like, by the way, not cool. It's like, you know, in the future, I'm giving you a 5. I'd be giving you a 10 if you hadn't.
You paid him to call you the N-word?
Do it
No, I
again.
paid him.
I would
Yeah,
be
yeah.
doing the opposite. I'd be like, say it every time.
Yeah.
I'd
That's
video
my
him.
version of bum fights is just making them say slurs.
Yeah. Hey, friend of the show, the Bump Fights guy.
Is he? Yeah.
Maybe.
Friend of the show, that homeless guy.
Future guy. That's more like
That's actually Gabe. Yeah.
I was called a white devil by a black homeless guy, and then I had to explain to him, dude, I'm not white.
I'm
Like, you
actually
can't say that.
Chaldean.
Yeah, I had to explain to him the whole etymology of Assyrians and
Chaldean?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I believe you.
Just a regular white guy.
Dude, I'm so hungry.
Yeah,
I was
believe you.
Jewish.
No, I didn't think that.
Oh, okay.
Is
That
there any
sucks. That's
food
what
near here?
Yeah, there's a lot of food near here.
Really?
Yeah,
Is any of it good?
I mean, it depends what you want. Like, what are you looking for?
I don't know. I'm just hungry, man.
Is this somewhere really? Okay. Really? What do you feel like?
I don't know. I thought you could
Remember
point
that
me in
time
the
I
right
bought
direction.
you pizza?
Yeah, and thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, it was very sweet of him.
Chaldeans across the board are all good people. I don't think I've met a bad one.
Ever?
Have you met Paul Elias?
Oh God, I know the
Speaking
name.
of beef,
Yeah.
Have I met Paul Elias? Who's Paul Elias?
He's this Chaldean comedian guy. He's like friends with Matt Rife.
Oh yes. Wait,
Yeah.
I was on a Don't Tell with Paul Elias.
Really?
Yeah. I
Dude,
remember
you're not
that.
supposed to.
You're not supposed to
Oh,
tell.
so
tell,
I,
dude.
I think you can.
Why?
afterwards.
Wait, why'd you get so excited? Do you have a story?
Oh God, It's not
Just
a huge
say it,
story.
dude. We've talked a lot of shit about
It's
him
just
on the
that
podcast.
he. So I didn't know who he was, and we were all chatting beforehand.
Oh, he
don't know
doesn't
who I
like
am.
that. He
And
does not like that.
Yeah, and I was like, I pointed out, I was like, oh, you kind of look like John Bernthal. Has anyone told you that?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, yeah, John actually told me that. And I was like, oh, all right. Okay, I kind of got that whole like, oh, this LA guy.
You thought he was talking about you.
Yeah. He meant John
a skit-
Bernthal told him, hey, you look like me. And then,
No,
Hey, you
he-
look like John Bernthal.
long story short, he goes up in his set. He goes like, "Did anyone see my special?" Crickets. And then he like kind of didn't do well on what was altogether a pretty good night. And not holding anything against him. I thought he was a nice enough guy, but like, and I'm sure he's good. But like, it just wasn't. You know, I think he anticipated that people had maybe come for him, because I think Matt Rife tweeted out that he was going to be there or something. But that was he was a character.
Talk about some Matt Strife, huh?
Yeah, he might be dead now because he's in LA. He might have gotten burned to death. So
no, he's here now.
Paul Elias. Is he here all the time now?
He's here all the time.
He moved here.
Sort of.
Okay.
I think he's like back and forth. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know his life, but I saw him at New Way on Monday, so that's why I know he's here.
LA's been burnt to a crisp.
Can you actually cut that?
But
No,
Dude, please, come on.
he talks shit about me on a podcast.
Dude,
so
he
we're-
he'll talk shit about you on a
Yeah.
podcast.
Joseph,
What?
cut
Oh,
that,
no.
Yes,
please.
I'll cut that.
Thank
We have to
dude.
take
Rise
side. Did he
above
name
it,
you by name?
Joseph.
You
No,
didn't
he
cut
didn't
a
say my
single
name.
thing from last week's
Frank has
episode that I told you
spoken.
to.
I forgot. I'll cut it when I get home. I promise.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know that's
Watching this shit.
I guess, yeah.
Also, like, dude, like it wasn't that bad. You were just doing black scent.
Yeah, but I don't like that
Well,
is
don't do
kind of-
black scent for a whole podcast.
Yeah, it literally was the only thing you did the whole episode.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that'll do
This
it.
week was Mexican. What
I did it. Mexican's okay, but black scent, I thought it was funny in the context of like Gabe doing black scent, but I don't think it was intricate
Did
enough.
you like
I
that
thought it was funny-
Italian guy.
I thought it was funny in the context of that it's funny to talk like a black guy. That's what
No,
I thought.
like
That's what I
that
thought was
itself,
funny.
I think is lowbrow, and all of it was lowbrow. But
Yes.
pretending Gabe Jervis is using a very clear because here's the origin of the joke.
Yeah.
He has a stroke, and that stroke disorder thing where you wake up with a different accent.
Yeah.
Gabe Jervis would have a stroke and would start speaking in black scent.
Yeah.
That I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
But I don't think that I represented that well enough that I think that is why it's funny and not through the actual like.
But I also think any bad bit is conceptually good. I think that's like when you get onto
Yeah, I
bad
guess.
riffs, like something like doing black scent for an entire podcast as a concept, so funny. And it's like, it's the Cumtown rule of like, in a vacuum, this isn't funny, but it's funny the idea of doing it. Like the idea of doing it is funnier. Than
I guess
doing
that's my
Like-
point. But like I don't know. I don't want anyone to think that I have any genuine prejudices. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Even though it's like
You don't want them to
irony.
find out that.
Yeah, I don't want them to find out. Even though I know no one's going to
have
listen to this.
disingenuous prejudice.
Yeah, exactly. I am ironically racist.
It's
No,
the,
dude,
it's the
people-
time of the
people listen to
dirtbag
this.
left. We're fine.
Huh?
People listen to this.
Yeah,
All
people
right.
really
Anyways,
listen.
I found this guy on Instagram, and he's the funniest guy I've ever seen. And I want to get him on the podcast.
All right, before I start my set, I want y'all to keep one thing in mind, all right? Little Pete don't give a fuck.
Is he Little Pete? Is he Little Pete?
Neil Armstrong would have busted a nut the way I do. This guy would have never set foot on the moon.
Amen.
Martin Luther King
Yeah, Mike Recine.
had a dream speech. Guess what? Little Pete got a dream too, baby. But the second I bust my nut, all plans are canceled.
That guy's great.
Oh man, I love this guy. I want to get him on the podcast.
I'm Mike Racine.
Mike Recine follows him.
Of course, yeah, they all follow each other. His followers are Mike Recine and Rocky Balboa.
He doesn't follow Mike Recine though, which is the funny thing.
That's even funny.
Yeah, so Mike Racine's a
What
big
a power
fan of him.
play.
Yeah, that's what you do. What you do is you follow a famous person, get them to follow you back, and then you unfollow them. That's the trick.
So Johnny, what do you want to talk about?
Playing games.
I feel like I had another Paul Elias thing to say, but I forgot what it was. But no, good guy.
We can talk about Paul Elias.
Good guy. He's Chaldean.
He's a good
Everyone
guy.
knows.
No, he's a Syrian. All right.
Everyone knows he's Chaldean.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I liked him. So I guess yeah, I'm still good on Chaldeans. I just think it's the winning team. You guys are Catholic, right? That's
Yeah.
Okay. Were you raised
good religion.
like intensely Catholic or
I mean, it depends what you mean by intensely Catholic. Like I was raised Catholic.
like did you go to
How
church
many
every
Yeah.
week? And,
priests fucked you?
Oh man, no, we don't do that. All right.
Well, then
We don't make jokes like that.
We don't make jokes like that on the people.
That's-
That's where we draw the line.
Yeah.
come on, that's a taboo. Nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
I love the.
I'm pretty Catholic. This is the #1 Detroit Catholic podcast.
Well, it's almost hack to make. Like
Breeze touching boys.
yeah, like Ricky Gervais every year will make that joke and be
Yeah.
like, oh, you mad? Oh.
He's still stuck in like what was offensive in like the 80s.
yeah. He's like, oh, I'm an atheist. Oh, is that
Are you Catholic?
I was raised Catholic. Yeah.
What are you now? Agnostic.
I guess
How intensely?
I'm what they call a lapsed Catholic. I guess.
Yeah.
I'm Martin Scorsese Catholic. I don't know. I'm more Catholic than anything.
You're half Thai.
Yeah,
Is that what lapsed Catholic means?
That's pretty much it. You gotta be like
Full blood.
poisoned by. I'm not a purebred Catholic. Yeah, that's the big problem. But I did. I went to Catholic camp. I got my first hand job at Catholic camp. That was a big deal.
That's a place to do
From a woman, from a girl.
Ah, okay.
From a girl my age. It's like
Now
an
I'm
important
imagining
part to
like
drop there.
now I'm like imagining your Catholic camp was like a spa and there's like a Thai lady giving you a hand job, like one of those little nails.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Happy endings Catholic camp.
Was she shipped here in a Wayfair box?
She was actually the mail order bride of the deacon.
Nice.
But
I'm not doing the voice.
What?
were you gonna do an Asian lady?
Stop
voice?
derailing us.
All your bits are either I'm not going to do this or it's you do it and then say cut it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like the whole
You got to stand behind your material, dude.
yeah. Paul McCartney would never do that. Paul McCartney
yeah.
would stand.
Paul
by it.
Elias would never do that, dude. He speaks the
Paul
truth on stage. That's what he told me.
I'm Paul Elias, way. I'm not Mexican. I'm Colombian.
No, I hosted him on a show once too, and he said like he came up and he was like, "Who here see my special?" And then no one said anything. Do you know Matt Seresny?
Yeah.
Matt Seresny leaned over to me. He's like, "This guy thinks people watch his fucking special." I was like, "Damn, dude, that's
Eventually,
brutal."
I would stop asking that.
Yeah.
I think if that happened more than
But I mean,
once,
in Chaldean, like if the crowd is all Chaldeans, like
Yeah.
they've seen it. But
those are
like,
guys,
yeah,
there's not a lot of Chaldean comics out there for them.
Thank God.
Not really.
Yeah. You know,
Not a
it's-
lot.
I'm
Chaldean
carrying the
started
Chaldean
podcasts,
comedians
yeah,
on my
yeah.
back.
because
like,
if you're going
The
to
way
be
of the
like
world.
yeah,
a Middle Eastern comic of any kind, they go all out. They give you a Rami, you know. They don't do half measures with the Chaldeans for the most part, I think. Maybe that's a controversial
I don't know. I mean, like
when they decide who's going to be famous.
Dude, pretend I'm giving you a hand job.
the thing with him, like I saw someone comment this.
That's cool.
I saw someone comment this about him
done.
that like
Cut that.
he only does material like Arab dad material, like oh my dad's Arab, like you know that type of shit. And then and then he realized like he could make money off of like calling himself Assyrian, and like so he started doing that. Which is kind of gay.
I would hate being a blank comic. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if I'm,
that's
like, if all
annoying.
my bits are about how I'm an Arab dad, you know, it's like, what if I want to talk about how like boners are weird sometimes?
Yeah.
You know, but you like,
Yeah, you got to transition.
yeah, like
You're not a boners to Arab dad.
like I have like 3 jokes about being Asian, I think, but I don't like.
I've got a bunch of Jew jokes.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
That's your thing. You're the Jewish
more right
comedian.
for the picking.
Yeah.
More going on there.
It's an endless well.
I don't think I have any jokes about being Chaldean.
I have a lot of jokes about being Chaldean.
Yeah, but
You
I
should
mean,
start by saying, as you can tell, I'm Chaldean.
yeah. No, I tell people I'm Jewish because I think it's funnier.
That is funny.
Yeah, that is a funny.
Have you ever seen Dan Ninen?
Do you ever go on
Are
where
you guys
Dan Ninen?
fans? Yeah, you know Dan
Dan
Ninen?
if you get
You know
on stage
the
with
legend?
a yarmulke, is that the same as blackface essentially?
I mean, it's J head.
J-head.
I have always avoided, and sorry if you guys have ever done this, but
What?
I've always avoided the whole getting on stage and saying, "Let's get it out of the way." I know I look like blank, you know. I know I look like blank.
you look
Fucked
like?
blank. Yeah,
Oh,
I look like blank.
I've done. I know. I know you guys weren't expecting me to come up. I look like my name is like a black Mennonite. That's the.
Oh well, that's different.
Okay.
because you're
Yeah, I know. That's the. I only
was
done it
his
once.
intro.
Yeah.
yeah.
Stole it.
He told me
Stealing
I could
jokes?
steal it.
Oh, okay.
He told me I
was-
could have
He
that.
gifted it to you.
Yeah, he
I do.
gifted
I
it
like
to me.
riffing on the intro. That's fun.
Yeah.
I did one time Rio. Do you know Rio?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Rio.
Rio brought me up. I think
He's so funny.
I did the first open mic that he and
He's
Darius
so funny.
did. He's shout out Rio. He's great. But
He's
it
the
was
first podcast I ever
the
did.
Schultes. Oh yeah, the cornbread and beans.
Yeah.
I did their Schultes mic, and when he brought me up, he's like, "You might know this guy from Chinese Rocket Force, which is sweeping the nation." And I was up there. I'm like, "Dude, Chinese Rocket Force is sweeping the nation. That sounds bad.
Look at
It sounds
that,
like
dude.
bad news, actually."
Dude, Rio's so fucking funny.
He's great. I remember when he did. Nick and I, we have this show at Ozones, and like he went up and like was getting like applause breaks and like
Yeah.
crushing. And I had never seen him crush before. I'd just seen him do like our other dumb mics around town.
I've only seen
and
him
I was like,
crush.
oh, he's good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Who's real? I don't think
Rio
Rio
Rojas. He's a
Rojas.
Lansing
Rio
guy.
Rojas.
I've never
I saw
seen him in person. I only see him on Facebook.
I saw him in Ann Arbor
He's big.
twice.
He's good at branding. He's a big branding guy.
Yeah.
He goes by one name, like the Duran Duran song, and he just like he has like.
Wait, do other people go by other names?
Like, well, it's just by the fact that he just goes by Rio. Like, he doesn't use his last name.
Oh,
I think,
okay.
You know, like a
How
Madonna.
many Rios are there?
In the scene?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it works.
It's a Rio Grande.
He killed the rest.
You can't just be like John.
I remember one time he was complaining on Facebook because they put on the poster.
We're gonna have to cut this again.
Yeah. And she was like, I don't know why they would think to put like they not to put my name or something like that. And I was like, because you fucking call yourself. Yeah, dude.
Maybe you'll get a real name.
There's this guy Nolan Riley from Grand Rapids, or no, from Kalamazoo, and I knew him as Nolan Riley like when I started for a while, and then he stopped for a bit, and then he came back and he was doing crunchies, and he was like, Johnny, I'm going by Nolan John Cock now, and I was like, absolutely not. I was like, I'm not bringing you up as Nolan John Cock, and he was like, it's my real name, and I was like, show me your ID right now, and it turned out his name was always that.
Really?
So like I'll bend if it's your real name, but if you're giving me some silly name,
His last
I
name
won't
is
do
John
it.
Cock?
Yeah, this is real. Whereas Nolan Riley sounds like a famous guy's name.
Yeah,
That's like a solid name.
John
Yeah,
Cock
like when
is-
you said that, I thought like, is that an actual comedian?
Right. No, it's not. It's just the name that he
He chose.
He chose his chosen
bequeathed his name.
You
it
come
was
to
sort of
me.
Is that his middle
it was
name,
equivalent
Riley,
to like
at
when
least?
Cassius Clay became Muhammad Ali, you know? And
It was
Oh,
his
he
true
converted
name.
to Islam.
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. John Cock
Come
is
to
is
me
a Muslim
on the
name.
day of my Chaldean wedding. You come to me on the day of my gay wedding.
Are you doing Andrew Dice Gay?
No, I'm doing
The gay godfather?
He's doing Marlon Brando.
I'm the Gayfather.
Gayfather.
You come to me on the day of the first time I get fucked in the ass.
Instead of waking up next to a horse head, he just wakes up to a lady and screams.
yeah.
No!
He wakes up to a guy giving him head.
Oh no! I had sex
He,
with
like-
a lady.
He like leaves like severed vaginas on people's doorsteps.
Good Lord.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, we come from the gayest town in Italy, which is all of them.
Severed vaginas is like imagery that like I can't even like figure out what it would look like.
I feel like it would
It's
look
like an H.P.
like
Lovecraft
skin.
How
description.
far in would it get? Like how much?
I don't think. I think
how
it would be
deep?
like a sort of a donut situation. You know, like
It just the outside.
I think, yeah, it would kind of like be shaped like this. Like,
come to me on the day where I sever a woman's vagina.
It's crazy that the one female guest you had did not like doing this.
no, we've had 2 female guests.
Oh,
And none of them liked it.
Yeah.
it's still
Well, technically,
0 for 2.
we've had 3. One of them was never released. One of them didn't want it to be released, but was okay with it being on Patreon. And the other one was okay with it, but didn't like it. So we're progressively getting better.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have next week.
Stop.
So it's about to blow up.
Yeah. Well, no, we're having Skippy on next week. So,
Yeah.
you know, it'll get better with her.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
You go.
Yeah.
That might be a normal episode.
That,
Yeah,
I
because
actually think we'll do
Skippy's
well.
actually cool.
Yeah.
What is that on Thursday?
Yeah.
All right. I'm pretty sure I can make it.
Do you guys each delegate the guest getting to each other? Like, do you
No,
have
it's
to?
I got some good guests,
It's
some
just
good
whoever
local guests.
Books one.
You're like
at some
the
point.
Wesley Snipes meme where he's like
Yeah.
crying. Like,
I was thinking, what's his name?
Don't make me do this, motherfucker.
Cover the black place.
he covered
No,
the
I'm
mic
keeping
when he
that.
did Black.
I thought you were doing like Of Mice and Men.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm Lenny and you're the other guy.
I get to feed
Look at the
chickens
P-Boys
joy-
views.
and I get to run the Patreon.
Have you gotten us any guests? You've gotten us a couple guests.
Well, I'm trying. Jacob said he'd be down. Jacob Barr.
Yeah.
Oh, Jacob's
Oh,
the
friend of
best.
your show.
Yeah, friend of me
Friend of you.
in life. Yeah,
I DM'd him and he never answered my DM.
Yeah, Farah said no to him.
Big, huh?
You know Farah?
yeah, I know Farrah.
Farah said no to him. Said no to Lemon Sack. Yes to me.
Dude, she said no to another Chaldean. That's
Yeah, but now she's banned from the podcast. She did it to herself.
She did tell me that.
She's banned.
She
from
said
the
that she's banned from the podcast.
Dude, don't aim at my eyes. Stop, not my eyes. Stop. Dude, I'll actually beat the fuck out of you.
I would love to watch that happen.
Yeah.
She told you that?
Yeah.
What is she running her mouth for?
I think we brought it up. I think I brought up that I was going to be on P-Boys, and then she said that like,
Really?
jokingly. I didn't. I thought she was joking.
No,
Yeah,
she is.
He
she
banned
is, she
her
has a perma
like an
ban.
asshole.
Oh wow.
Because she said yes to me because people like me more and I'm the alpha of the podcast.
Possible. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what happens. I own everything here.
Yeah.
So that's what happens.
So
I'm going to start my own podcast called the Gabe Jervis Podcast.
Called the Gay Boys.
It's called the Gay Boys.
Gay Boys.
Yeah.
If Gabe starts a podcast, it should be called the Gay Boys.
Yeah.
Because then it sounds like Gay Boys, but it's Gabe.
Yeah, we got that part.
Gabe Oys. That's fun.
Gabe. Those are Jews named Gabe. Oi!
Hey, open your mouth. I want to see if I can shoot into your mouth.
Probably can. Like if
Yeah.
you opened it for it.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I peed in his mouth. That's where the pee boys comes from.
I like that. I think once you I think you guys have already hit this point because how long have you been doing it for? Comedy?
The
4 years? 5 years?
5-ish years.
Okay, and you said you're pretty new, Malachi?
Yeah, I've only been doing it for like a year even.
Okay, I'm amazed that you're already at the point of
Bye,
like.
cruel world.
I think when you
That fucking hurt.
when you stop liking real bits and you think it's the lazier it is, the funnier it is.
Yeah.
Like that guy that you showed me is the funniest comedian I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Oh, the little pee.
That's
yeah.
so much funnier than any like Brad Wenzel joke, which
Yeah.
are like genius. Like I'm like if like now if I hear really good jokes, I like nod. I'm like that's a good joke. And then if I hear the laziest,
Yeah.
Brain
thing.
rock comedy.
Hey, if I could
I
come
think it's
everywhere.
so- dude, that's so funny. If there was a guy in Lansing who went by the name Script Flip, and he did a couple open mics, and then
Oh.
he disappeared. And this guy, like, he had this one joke where he was also a white rapper. He was a white Christian rapper, and then he pivoted to
Favorite
stand up.
kind.
No, I'm saying.
Your favorite kind of Christian or your favorite kind of rapper? Okay, but he.
You ever seen Rapping for Jesus?
Oh, that's because Matt Yari is my friend.
There you go.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Rapping for Jesus is when you poke a hole in the condom. That's because you're
That's
but this guy was like, he had this one bit where he was just like, dude, what's up with John Wick? He's killing everybody. Like, calm down, dude. You're killing everyone. And then he just moves on. And that was the bit. And I'm like wheeze laughing. I thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever
about
seen.
John
in my
Dick?
life. John Dick? That would that would have been the perfect.
That's
tag.
Malachi's character. Is he has what is it? He has AIDS and he has to like rape people to death or something like that.
one way to do it.
Like a John Wick action scene, but you're just raping everybody in the nightclub.
You killed my dog.
Dude, with the gun, you could probably be John Dick.
Nobody would believe because like everybody like people look at an action scene and they're like, oh, this guy's just like waiting while he's fighting the other guy, but like they'd wait so much longer.
Nah,
'cause you're
I could do
raping
that in
the
real
other
life,
guy.
Dude, now I'm
I could do that in real life.
imagining him having a gun, but it's a flaccid dick. But when he cocks it, it gets hard immediately.
It's like they call
Just
John Wick gun
shooting
fu, but
jizz.
it'd be like kung fu.
Kung fu.
Kung fu. That's a good bit.
That sounds like a really Asian person saying kung fu.
Yeah. Kung fu. Kung fu would be a good podcast name.
Kung Fu.
We're just burning. Yeah,
Skylar
Kung
and
Fu.
Skippy and Emma started a podcast
Called
called like
Kung
the
Fu.
Kung Pao Girls or something like that.
Kung Pao girls.
Yeah.
Are any of them Asian?
They're all white ladies. Wait, is Skippy Asian? She might be.
No,
Asian.
she's not.
She isn't. Oh.
They're all white. Yeah.
Skippy.
Oh man.
Skippy Rose.
Yeah, there's no excuse.
Yeah, we gotta cancel them.
Yeah.
You guys, we should really cancel them.
Yeah, I've had enough of their.
We should really cancel them.
They've never had a man on the podcast.
They've never had a man on the podcast, and they complained about this podcast on their first episode.
Sorry that we're one of the only and
funny.
few all-male podcasts.
You guys are
in
crazy. The
area.
Detroit scene's just firing shots across the
Yeah.
bow all the
Yeah,
time.
welcome to Detroit, motherfucker.
Oh
That's
my
how it
gosh.
is. Yeah,
Technically,
we just
I'm-
take shots at all the podcasts.
Technically, I'm still an Ann Arbor guy, so none of this drama means anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's just too high to know what's going on.
Yeah, there's no Ann Arbor podcast that you can feud with. Really, I don't think there's. I think there's zero.
There's Carl Johnson. He has his podcast.
He's not Ann Arbor.
Dude,
He's
that doesn't
Detroit.
count.
Maybe some
it
other
doesn't
time.
count.
I guess.
Yeah, he's above us all.
Yeah, he is.
He's the Godfather.
You come to me on the day of my podcast.
And come today on the day, I'm gonna take my son's virginity.
All right, then.
It's the Gayfather.
Boy.
Can I s-
So that's how that ties in.
I'm stuck on this.
when he's talking about not arriving to me but ejaculating on me. You come to a photo of me.
You come on me the day of my
Yeah.
daughter's wedding.
Thank you. His jowls are just full of cum.
That's why his cheeks are like that.
Yeah.
You come to me on the day of my daughter.
He's like shoving it back in.
Apparently, Brando was blowing guys.
Yeah.
Brando, didn't he fuck Richard Pryor?
Brando
Yeah.
Mullins.
Yeah, he had sex with Richard Pryor.
What?
Marlon Brando had sex with Richard Pryor.
Yeah, according to like
You come
Richard
to me on
Pryor's
the
like
day of Richard
daughter's
Pryor's
book or
special
something like
letter.
that. I don't remember what it came out a couple years ago that they were fucking or something.
Yeah.
They're both gay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Parody, satire, whatever.
That's wild.
Oh shit, we didn't prank call anyone this episode.
Oh, who should we prank call?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, we decided we're gonna start prank calling
Started
people.
last week.
Do you star
Yeah.
67? What do you?
No, we just call people and then Malachi does a voice.
You just, okay. Like,
Who should we call?
how do you call somebody without them knowing who you are?
I guess
It's just
not
funny.
somebody
It's
that
just funny to watch.
contacts.
Okay.
Should I call?
Do you want to call Gabe?
Sure. Do you have Brandon's phone number?
Oh, you
I do have Brandon's phone number.
Wait, call Mike Recine.
Do you have Mike's number? Yeah. Oh,
Call
sorry.
Mike.
I'll give you his phone number. You call him.
Yeah, you call him.
No, I'm not gonna call. him.
Wink.
I'm gonna go. Hey, Mike, I've really fallen on a hard time.
Can you give me $1,000?
Can I please be the co-host of your podcast?
Hey, Mike, I heard your podcast fell apart, but
Yeah.
we have a home for you here.
Okay, do you want me to? I'll call Stephanie.
I have her phone number. Do you want to call her? Sure. No, don't.
Don't
Okay.
actually do that. I'm so scared what'll happen if you do that.
Oh man.
What? She's gonna go off on
Terrifying.
Facebook and eat you?
Oh,
yeah, dude.
On
can he
Facebook
call
Live.
Lewis?
Louis? Yeah, you can call Louis. Well, no, don't call Louis. Actually, he's got a lot going on.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You wouldn't want
who other comics should I call?
I don't know.
Do you have any comic numbers that I can use?
I have a lot. But
Do you
I
have
don't know
Sam's
who would
number?
be funny?
No.
Who?
Do you have Sam's number?
I do, but I don't want to burn that bridge right now. I feel like
Yeah.
it's kind of recent.
I mean, Lemon Sack. That'd be kind of boring.
Oh, hey. You would just play sound effects.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
Matt Yorick.
We can call
Kevin.
Andrew
We
Yang.
can call Kevin.
Yeah, I'll call Kevin.
I got Yang's phone
What's
number.
Kevin's number?
Oh, you actually want it?
Yeah.
Let me find it. Hang on.
Hello.
You come to me on the day of my gay wedding with my son.
Is that the bit you're gonna do?
We'll do.
Are you gonna do the Gayfather?
Yeah, we're gonna do the Gayfather.
All right. It
You're not
is.
gonna do your Mexican that you've been doing.
It
the
is.
A lot of zeros.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of
whole time?
fours.
Why?
This is Kevin. I can't come to the phone right now. Please leave a message after they beep.
Malachi Blades.
That's your number. How do you have my number? Fuck, the prank call is ruined. Who's that chick laughing in the background?
That's my roommate.
Oh, you got a female roommate?
Christopher Trans.
Hey,
Nice,
What's
dude.
up, SA?
My roommate, dude.
Dude,
Got a
so
roommate.
My roommate, she has been in the podcast before too.
Who's been
Oh.
on the podcast?
Yeah.
the podcast, you come to me on the day of my gay wedding with my son.
He got his
Is that a good
roommate
bit?
on his podcast. How'd he swing that?
I gotta say, man, I really like I like the movie. You did a good job.
Oh, the monkey one?
No, the Bob Dylan movie that you made.
Well,
I really enjoyed it. It made me cry.
well, thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this prank sucked. Have a good one, Kevin. Bye.
Yeah, man.
Way to ruin it, Kev.
I want to say you kept doing that offensive voice about him, and I didn't think that's exactly what he would sound like. When he picked up and I heard his voice, I was like, dude, how is Malachi on both ends of this phone call?
Yeah.
Malachi Blade.
Turns out
What's
it was
the
a
phone
very
number?
accurate impression.
Wait,
what's another
do you
phone
know?
number?
Have you met Kevin?
I don't know if I have.
I like Kevin. Kevin's dope.
Yeah.
Is he in Detroit too?
Yeah.
He moved
Well, he
now.
lives in Nashville now.
Who else should I call?
I don't know, dude. It's been an hour and a half. Should we just cut it there?
Well, we need some material.
Should I prank call 911?
Yeah. Keep an
call
eye on cutting a
911.
half hour of
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if I have any funny.
Call Skylar, I guess.
No.
Wenzel, I got his number if you want to.
I don't think he knows that
He wouldn't pick up. No,
Oh,
he
yeah,
knows
he wouldn't
me.
think it's funny.
He knows me. Should I call my cousin?
Yes.
I guess.
Oh, I have my high school math teacher's phone number.
Should I prank call Zach Perlman?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, for Aaron?
Yeah. I have his number.
Yeah, he's not on socials anywhere.
No, he's
right?
not.
Just looking
Yeah.
through all.
He's so chill. I fuck with
He's
him
cool.
so heavy.
I did Blind Pig with him a few months ago.
Yeah, he's a really funny guy.
Yeah, this is the best part of the podcast.
Where we
Yeah,
all go on our
us
friends.
looking for.
This is the only thing that's going to make the cut. Funny enough.
Yeah.
A whole podcast, people scrolling on their phones.
I could unblock some old Tinder matches from 2 years ago and we could.
Fuck it. Yeah, sure, please.
No, I'm kidding. I don't want to do that.
You can call Nick Ford. Do you want to call him?
I don't
Yeah.
think that'll be that funny.
you
I'm not
know
saying
him?
Nick Ford isn't funny, but
Do you want to call Chris?
Chris Barrett?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not funny.
Yeah.
If you call Chris, you got to call Stephanie to get both sides of the story.
Right.
True, yeah.
If you want to be
Gotta
a
get to
truly
the bottom.
unbiased podcast, I think that's the move.
Fair and balanced, just like Fox News.
Fair and balanced.
That's what we're going for. We want to be the Fox News of podcasts.
Yeah. We essentially are.
If you just call Chris, then it's like when Joe Rogan just had Trump on.
Right.
You know,
Well, Kamala could have come on.
she could have come on. Yeah, she should
I
have.
mean, I can give you Mike Racine's number if you want.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to cut that off.
Yeah. I mean,
Let's
you can
end.
call Jacob. Be
Bar?
funny. No, Jacob Hatcher.
No, I took that too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. That would,
And just shame him for being a bisexual virgin or whatever.
Oh, that would suck.
a bisexual
Yeah,
virgin.
it would suck.
If
No
you're-
one.
That's
mean-
like shooting with a shotgun and still
Yeah.
missing. That's,
Well, that, I mean, that's just laziness at that point.
yeah.
No, exactly. I was trying to give
It's a
him like
lack
a
of
kick in the
drive.
pants to be like, come on, get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to do the right
It's a
thing.
delicate conversation.
You guys
You're like
are-
Spike Lee.
You guys,
Yeah.
yeah. Just like Spike Lee's character.
Get pussy.
I did notice because when we do the remote Chinese rocket forces, I'm in my kitchen and I have a "Do the Right Thing" poster behind me like the whole
yeah?
time, and it's like when I
I love that's one of my
sometimes I
to
think
do
it's
the right thing.
insulting when we get
To
on the
circle
wrong
back, yeah,
riff.
that's one of my favorite movies, probably top 3.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Hey, good cover.
Yeah,
I like
did
the
the right
Black
thing.
movie.
I'm not racist. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm not. Am I racist? Another
That's
great
my favorite movie.
Another great film.
Sure.
Am I
Yeah.
racist? I went to see that with Louis and our friend Jordan, and it was the smelliest movie theater I've ever sat in my life.
Really?
It was
Smelly?
like
What was
yeah,
the movie
people
theater?
there.
What did-
It was
Yeah, but
in-
that's not on
smell
Matt
like
Walsh.
mayonnaise.
That's on the theater.
No, Matt Walsh, I'm sure smells really good. No,
Yeah.
it was the people in the theater smelled.
okay.
Like it was because we got there early, and then
BO kind of deal.
yeah, it was a rough.
Yeah.
it was a rough smell.
How does
My
the
favorite
P-Boy
is-
studio smell?
It's nice.
My favorite movie is Black
doesn't smell like
Klansman, but
movies.
only the Klan parts.
Yeah. This smells a little more like the Black Klansman theater did, so that's
Okay.
a good sign.
Okay.
Cocoa butter and
Yeah, there you go. And pink lemonade.
and weed. I don't know.
This smells like the Bad Boys Ride or Die movie theater that I was
Okay.
sitting in.
It's me.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
because you're a bad boy.
Such a bad.
you're the Black Malachi.
It really is the baddest. Is the one with the rap sheet over here.
Yeah.
So that's been an episode of the P-Boys. Johnny, do you have anything you want to promote? Keep in mind, no one's watching right now. So.
Yeah, nobody made it this
Yeah.
Well, we're cutting 45
Except for
minutes of
Jeff.
this 5. Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, you've been listening for 5 minutes. And now you're at the end. But
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I have 2 podcasts. I have We Are Movies and I have Chinese Rocket Force. And you can follow me on Instagram at Johnny Mocny Comedy, and I'll promote all my shows there. But
Look at that.
I appreciate you guys having
You're officially a P-Boy. Well, now you have a third podcast because that's the
no.
rule is once you're on the P-Boys, you're a
For the
co-host.
record, I won a competition to be
Yeah.
on here. Yeah. I killed Farah to be here, actually.
Nice. Yeah. He brought her head.
Finally, someone did it.
Do or
Yeah.
die.
Dude, she keeps talking about
Be
like
killed.
whatever the fuck she talks about. I don't even know.
Yeah. She does keep talking about whatever it is that she's talking about.
That's
It's
hey.
ridiculous.
To be fair, we all are doing that.
That's a good point.
No, but
yeah.
especially
I'd say
her.
we literally all.
She does it more than anybody. You know what I mean? It's a little much.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
What?
No, her. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you're not saying that to him?
No. I say that when she goes up. She's not going to watch this. I don't care. I'm not gonna bleep that.
No, there's
Malachi,
no
do you
way.
want to promote anything?
No.
No. You all right?
Do you have a message? I have a message for Stephanie Ann, the only one still listening. Thank you for listening this far. You know, I appreciate your support, and I hope your mental health is doing better this week.
And she's back on Facebook.
That's about it.
Oh, she is? I thought she deleted her account.
No, she's back.
Is she quitting comedy?
Yeah, she is.
Really?
Yeah.
She'll be
Guys,
missed.
She'll be back on.
Tune in on Thursday to watch the Duel and see who the true alpha of the podcast is. And hey, on January
He
31st.
said, and hey, I almost forgot.
Shut up. I did almost forget. Shut up. January 31st, watch my documentary that's going to be on this channel about the cardboard tubes. It's called, I don't even remember. I gave it like a dumb title because I thought it'd be funny. It's called like The Dream of Cardboard Dreams. So make sure you subscribe so you can watch that
Gotta come with a better.
fun documentary.
When's this coming out?
This?
Yeah.
Monday.
Oh, okay.
Monday.
Yeah, come see me. Don't Tell Ann Arbor on Thursday. There we go.
There you go.
That's the next one
There
that'll
you
be
go.
coming up. Yeah.
And,
Sorry, I shouldn't have told.
I think I'm going to be in Flint that weekend. So come see me at Flint at some
Drink
place.
the water.
Yeah. All right. Big peace.
P-Boy's number one. Out of the number one Metro Trade Comedy Podcast, no big deal.